Channel back to our welcome. This is another episode of Pocket Kings.
Ah, fucker! Kaya pag tinanong mo, what game were you playing? COD. Ah, paano naging MOBA? COD is, well, if we're
Pake mo
recording,
ba?
right? We're recording, right? I just, correct me if I'm wrong. COD is first-person shooter, diba?
Oo.
FPS yan. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
sige, tara. G na natin.
Alright.
Premium quality goods.
So, with Miggy aside,
Sorry. So
Yeah.
sorry.
You remember our last episode regarding MOBA games?
yeah.
MOBA? Mobile Legends?
It's still cringy. Yeah, well, the first episode regarding MOBA, that's more like us ranting about those people who says mobile legends, stuff like that. So today it's the evolution of MOBA games throughout the years. What has changed, what's different, and all that.
Alright. I'm gonna start this topic off. I did some research. So apparently the first ever MOBA game was Aegis of Strife, I think. Yeah, I think.
Huge, is that the MOBA game of StarCraft?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the MOBA game from StarCraft.
I think that was the StarCraft one.
No, I think it's Aeon of Strife.
Aeon.
Aeon.
But yeah, I didn't play the Aeon of Strife. The first, yeah, like what I mentioned in the
That
previous.
was it. I'm sorry, Kev. Aeon of Strife. Yeah, that's the one from
The
StarCraft.
StarCraft. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Nice. So yeah, like what I said, the first MOBA game that I played was Dota 1. I didn't play the Aeon of Strife, but I did
The
play
legend.
StarCraft. Since I know Eugene is an OG MOBA gamer, what do you think has changed, or what is the MOBA scene right now compared to back then, the Dota 1 days? Or
I think MOBA has come a long way from the Dota 1 scene. First, right off the bat, the difference right now is it's so huge that it's considered the biggest esport MOBA, right? So it has
yeah.
the biggest price pool for competitions, and of course the mechanics have really changed. Right now you have the early game, the late game, the different phases of the game, and another one is the playstyle of people evolve playing these games. They think harder now. They think better. They play better now. Not like before. It's just you see a hero, you see a champion, you kill it right away. Yeah,
Mhm.
you challenge them
Yeah.
right away. But right now the scene is you have to think about objectives. You have to keep in mind the spawn time of other objectives like the dragon, the Roshan. I think in Dota there's only one objective like Roshan and turrets, right? I
Yep.
don't know. I don't know about Dota anymore. So in League, you have to keep in mind the spawn time of the Drake, spawn time of Baron, and the turret platings. So yeah, it's come a long way. And I really love the evolution of MOBA.
Became more competitive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that the strategy overall, the game IQ of the players, it improved. Because yeah, back then, in Dota 1 days, it's just the laning phase. That's it, right? You farm as much as possible, then you group up, you team fight, and then you try to destroy the enemy frozen throne or the world tree.
Yeah, back then it was you farm from like the side lanes, then you go all mid.
Yeah. When they chat, it's OM, right?
Yeah.
OM, that's the time to end the game. If you lose the team fight, then it's probably GG. But right now, there are a lot of things to consider, like what you said, the jungle timings, objectives. Like, let's say the roles. Back then, we didn't have roles, right? Whatever you
Yeah.
want to choose, you just choose it. Because right now in Dota 2, Rylai is a support. Back then, when I use Rylai, I don't use her as a support. I use her as as a mage to,
Killer.
yeah, killer mage, like that. Right now, she's a support.
You were anything you wanted to be.
Yeah, yeah,
You could like use Trasex and like go all tank.
Kahit
yeah.
naman
Yeah,
ngayon, bro. Kahit naman ngayon si Kevin, he doesn't use support. Even when he's using support heroes, he's not a support.
I'm not a support.
He's a ungas.
Kevin has his own role. He's Kevin.
But yeah, that's it. The roles. We didn't have jungle back then. We just two heroes in the top lane, one in the middle lane, then two in the bottom lane. That's it. It's way simpler. But right now, you need to have a top lane, a mid lane, an AD
Jungle.
carry, support, yeah, in a jungle. There are only like a few times that the meta changes. Like the jungle isn't really a jungle. Like the funnel composition
Yeah.
in League of Legends, right? You funnel
Yep.
everything. That's why it's called a funnel because you funnel everything into one champion and you hope that that champion gets far ahead enough to just 1v9 the game. So that's one part of the differences as well, the micro and macro mechanics.
And you
So
also have to consider your teammates whenever you do team fights. If you
mm,
have toxic teammates, whatever team fight you are gonna do, GG.
mm, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but before we go into the teammates thing for the listeners, viewers and listeners, I just want to define what the difference of micro mechanics and macro mechanics is. Because I know for sure you guys know what the difference is. For Eugene, I'm sure he knows, and Miggy, because I don't know, even Wise, I think you know about what the difference is. But
I'm
for
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
others,
yeah.
Master. I don't know what that is. Can you teach me?
I'm
I'll
one of
teach
the
you.
idiot Pinoys that don't know micro and macro. I only know macro as the supermarket. So,
Because, bro, I'm a pro player.
putang
Yeah.
ina. Tanggalin na tong podcast na to, putang ina.
Tigil na natin to.
Tama na bro,
I'm
masyado
mid
na ata
laner
tayo
na.
late. Hindi na dapat natin tinuloy to.
It was
Lakas
some
ng...
mid laner ako ng TSM.
Kala ko yung electric pan yung malakas sa background. Hangin mo pala, putang. Anyways, you were
Yeah,
saying.
well,
Alright,
yeah,
go.
kidding aside. So the difference between micro and macro. When you say micro, that's the individual mechanics. Individual mechanics, your CS, when you trade in lane, your skill shot accuracy, and when you yung sidestep. Yan, that's individual mechanics. Sidestep yung outplace mo in lane. Ganun. So for macro naman, macro is the map-wide decision making. Your ability timers, because sometimes that's a thing in professional games, right? When someone flashes, you take note the
How
time.
long?
You take note the timestamp na, like let's say 12 minutes 4 seconds. He flashed in this particular time. So I think the cooldown for flash is 120 seconds or 180. So you count 120 to 180, and in that time frame, you try to make a play on that certain champion. So that's macro. Yeah, and your rotations, your jungle pathing, and that's including the objectives as well. So that's macro and micro. People are
Microwave.
Now you know.
now I'm a pro. I'm a
Tangina.
Tama na
god.
to. Tama na to. Tulog na tayo. Let's go to sleep, guys.
Yeah. Anyway, so back then we didn't really think about the micro and macro mechanics, right? We just play the game, team fight, and that's it. So that's one of the main evolutions of MOBA games.
For me, one of the main evolutions of MOBA games is people don't play for fun anymore. It's not all people, but majority of the people playing the game, they just play to win.
Mhm.
Like last time, I think that was you and me, Kevin, right?
Yeah.
We were playing League. I think that was yesterday or the other day. We were playing League, and there was this one player that we chose a new character, a new champion, Lilia, for the game mode. So he was ranting. Why would you choose the new player? Blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't care. I want to enjoy the game. I want to try the new champion. I want to enjoy the game. Then he was like, "Ang bobo mo. Nag-enjoy ka na natatalo ka." What the fuck? So
Mhm.
nag-enjoy ka lang pag nananalo ka?
Exactly.
That's so stupid, man. I think that's one of the main evolutions of mobile games. Players did gain a lot of IQ in plays, but I think they lost IQ in having fun.
Yeah, I agree as well. The path MOBA games went down to, it became more competitive. Because back
Rather
then
than
when
fun.
yeah. So, casual players can't really have that much fun anymore. Like sometimes when Eugene and I play, he trolls a lot. Even in ranked games, he trolls. But yeah, it's his way of having fun, right? Because it's a game. You're supposed to have fun, right? You
Yep.
play the game to have fun, right? But
Games
right
are
now,
meant to be fun, bro.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I think I'm guilty of like being one of those people that hates losing in
Yeah,
games.
me too.
yeah, I'm guilty as well, and you know that, right?
Yes, I know.
Don't
I
You know
really
that.
know that. My chin knows that very, very well. My chin has a very intimate relationship with your elbow.
I
guys,
It
don't
wasn't
also
get
want
me
even
to.
by
wrong. I hate losing as much as the other guy, but I think it's not as much to go that I don't enjoy the game anymore when I'm losing. I hate
Mm,
losing, but I still enjoy the game. It's a game, bro. It's only a game. I won't
well
die in real life.
for those people that don't know the story, the intimate story of Kevin's elbow and my chin. We were playing League of Legends at the computer shop. It was like 2 a.m. We were drunk. We were playing with it was me, Justin, and Kevin, and Eugene. I think there's four of us. We were
No,
playing.
I wasn't there. I just know the
Oh,
story.
oh yeah, it was me, Justin, and Kevin. We were playing, and I was using this character, Ash, this champion. All of you who doesn't know, Ash has her last skill is a ice arrow that when you hit a target, it freezes everyone. We were going for the clash, and Kevin was like shouting, "Miggy SS, use her ult," and then I didn't use her ult, and then out of nowhere, a flying elbow came in the direction of my chin, and I was like, "What the fuck? Cool down!" And then when he checked my screen, sorry. We were all drunk
yeah,
at the time that when he did it I just found it like funny. It's like, what the fuck? I didn't see that. How did I not see that coming?
yeah. Well, but it was a mistake on my part as well. Because in League of Legends, there's an indicator if a champion's ultimate is in cooldown, right? The
Yep,
little green circle. I didn't see that because I was focused in the clash, in the team fight.
yep.
But
It was
but
it. Well, it is still a funny story to tell today.
yeah, it is. But
I
yeah,
kind
well,
of get that. I kind of get the attitude that you hate to lose. Sometimes I like losing if the game was actually good. Like if the other team really, if we really gave our best, no mistakes,
Yeah,
but they were just better than us. Yeah, that's fucking enjoyable.
you know,
But if it's
I hate it
out of
more when
stupidity,
yeah, that's the most irritating part actually. The
too much
because
stupidity
human
of some
errors.
the choking.
Yeah, choking. You
The
like
check
that,
the,
don't
the
you?
choking is legit annoying.
You know what's annoying? You know what's more
what?
annoying than that? The one that's ranting, the one that's getting mad. He's the one who's feeding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Most of the
the
time, that's that's the scene. That's what happens.
the guy is like, ayusin niyo laro niyo, mga bobo. Speaking is the 015 guy.
Mm.
Like, where do you get the audacity to talk to us like that?
Usually the Yasuo players, right?
Yeah, the Yasuo main, so he doesn't even know how to fucking use the wind wall properly.
They're the ones who's trash talking and they're getting smashed in their lane like they're 0-7.
Yeah,
And that's why there's a lot of memes. The
about
zero
the
ten
Yasuo.
Yasuo power spike. Because yeah,
What's
but yeah, it's really become part of the game. Because back then when I first played Dota 1, there are many things to learn that kept it entertaining and interesting without it getting so complicated, right? It's like it has a low skill floor but a high skill ceiling.
Yep.
It isn't really that complicated, but now there are a lot of trash talks going on, stuff like that.
But I
The
think trash
mechanic,
talk has always
yeah,
been a
it's
part of the
always
mode.
been a part, but it's not as bad
Yeah.
as today. To the point na the one who's feeding is the one trash talking. Like he
But yeah,
blames everything except himself.
it's
Yes.
Bro,
always
idiots don't know.
pleasure to watch.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
idiots don't know that they're the ones who are making the mistake. That's why they're called fucking idiots, man.
Well,
Mm.
it was always entertaining, and if it was entertaining for you guys, it was entertaining for me to watch 5v5 Dota 1 plays inside computer shops.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
it is.
Where the trash talk was always on, and
Yeah.
you'd like freaking see chairs flying after the game.
Mm.
And if the team that lost didn't wanna pay, tara sa labas oh.
Puta, squatter, ah.
That was the Dota I grew up with actually.
We actually talked about this on the last episode. So back then, trash talk was actually brought by hype. When you get quadra kills, when you get pentakills, that's when you trash talk. Yeah, you shout at your opponent right in front of you. You say, "Puta, I'm so good," like that. But right now
Yeah.
in the scenes, the trash talk is just so stupid right now. It's brought by rage. It's brought by, I don't know, just stupid things, not the hype.
Yeah. Just for the sake of trash talking, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, sometimes the trash talk isn't even really anything. It's just like bobo mo. I'm like, dude, you're the one that died, not me.
Sinong nanay mo? Ganun.
I
But
remember the,
yeah.
the 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 favorite cheat in Dota 1. Who's your daddy?
Well, yeah. Going back, like what I was saying, because when the first time when I played it, there were a lot of things to learn, right? A lot of new things to discover, because it's a first time playing the game. Today, there's still a lot of things to do and to learn pa rin naman. Every 2 weeks, there are patches, there are updates. Like, there are always new champions. But the champions right now, it's very complicated. Just for the
Yeah.
sake to be complicated. Like, let's say in League, Aphelios. It's a complicated champion. You have like what, two skills? Because he has four guns, two skills, and every gun that you have has a different skill. Then it's hard to explain. It's complicated.
I think he has three skills. Your first skill is your primary weapon. Your second skill is your secondary weapon, and then your ult.
I think the other skill is to like change your gun to the other.
Yeah,
And when you
your
change your gun, your skill changes, right?
yes.
So
I
if
think you have three. Yeah, you have three. Your Q is to
Is
change
that
your
a new
weapon.
champ?
Yeah, yes. I think he's
it's
the third new champ.
third to the last, yeah, I think so.
Third to the last.
Because right now it's Lilia, right?
Mm,
Lilia,
set.
then Aphelios. Who
Oh
came
no,
out
I
first?
think Yun.
Aphelios or
I
Senna?
think Aphelios. Senna, then Aphelios, then Set, and then Lilia, and then Yun.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So he's the fourth to the last. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's very complicated, right? Unlike
Yeah.
let's say for Jin. Jin has four shots, and on the fourth shot it crits. It is complicated, but not that complicated,
You want a
right?
simpler champion? Go for
What?
Ash.
Go
Ash
for
goes
Malphite.
brrr. Yeah, go for Malphite. He's a rock.
Yeah, speaking of champions, the complicated champions and the non-complicated champions, there's always this meta, right? Like I think in every patch the meta changes. Like let's say for Akali, Akali gets nerfed again because
Yeah, I don't know what it is with the Kali. She gets nerfed and
no,
buffed and nerfed and buffed.
because
Because
what League
Akali
of
is
Legends?
waifu.
Yeah, Akali is waifu. Yeah, well, anyway, I think what League of Legends does is when they release a new champion, they make it OP so that it gets really hyped. Then
Yeah, and
and
then
then the
they
next
nerf it.
patch they nerf it. Then if it's still quite broken, they nerf it again. then sometimes they buff certain champions just to get that champion in the meta, to get people using that champion again. Because that's the point, right? The meta. Like let's say for this meta, let's say for the bottom lane, Ashe. Ashe is quite meta right now.
Oh, really?
Um,
I can use Ashe
yeah,
again.
Ashe is meta right now. She's one of the priority picks. Because of that certain meta, people tend to play Ashe even though they don't know how to play her. Like, kasi meta gagamitin ko.
Yeah.
So ano mangyayari? Hindi ka
Yeah.
naman marunong yan, edi meta nga, di ba? Meta,
For those
meta
of you who
nga.
don't know, tanga is stupid.
Anyway, it's annoying. Sometimes you lose the game just because of that. So it's better to play your comfort picks than to pick meta picks. It's
Yep.
okay if it's not in the meta as long as your
That's why I
comfort.
always use the rock.
Yeah, you use Malphite. It's okay even if it's basic. And I don't know when was the last time Malphite was meta, but yeah, at least you're comfortable using that pick, and you won't really
Choke.
choke. The mechanics of the champion, so you
Well,
won't
you
really.
remember what Zenitsu's master said, right? In Kimetsu no Yaiba,
Yeah.
Zenitsu can't use all the other 6 forms of the thunder breathing form. That's
Yeah.
why he perfected the one
Mhm.
form. That's what I did with
And
Mouth.
it's similar to what the saying of, I think it was Bruce Lee who said that saying. Bruce Lee said he's afraid of a person who practiced one kick a million times than a person who knows a million kicks,
Yeah, because
right?
you know that one kick is gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
that guy
Yeah,
practiced
because
kick,
he knows how to use the kick. It's gonna
yeah,
hurt
yeah. If
rather than
you
someone who knows how to kick a million ways, but their kick is like a tap.
and that's the point. In rap games, it's a pattern. I don't know why people don't see that pattern, but some people, when you watch streams or YouTube videos to climb the rank, their tip is that you need to one trick a champion.
Yeah, you need to
There are
know
a
how
lot
to
of
use.
players that climb the ranks like up to challenger using just one champion. Like I saw this one guy, he only used Poppy. Poppy to climb the ranks.
It's actually the only way to climb the ranks.
Yeah, yeah, because like let's say not really just one champion literally. You have to have a backup champion, like a pocket pick. Because if Poppy gets banned, then who will you use, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
but
look at
the
That's
the
point
why.
is
Mac
you have to
version.
master the champion muna. You have to
Mm,
grind it until you get every fucking details of it. Yun yung point
yeah,
ng
yeah,
mga
yeah.
streamers.
Mm-mm.
Actually,
That's
even
why.
pro players, yun yung tinuturo
Mm,
nila sa mga
I always hated when Kevin used spam cane. But I already flashed away. I already healed. Then this bitch ass nigga is gonna swallow me up and is gonna throw me in the enemy's turret. And I'm gonna be like, alright. I deserve that one. I deserve that one. But he does it the entire game. So what I do is when I see Kev, I'm gonna go to the top lane. And when I see Kev go to the top lane, I'm gonna TP home, go to the bot lane. I can survive without a support. Fuck you,
yeah,
Kev.
but anyway, yeah. Going back, since we're talking about champions, bot lanes, stuff like that, I would like to bring up the compositions, team comps, because back
Yeah.
then there wasn't. It's non-existent. The team comps in Dota 1. Maybe there is, but yung like basic combos. Right now there's this full 5-man team comp. Like let's say in League, we have a poke composition. And usually a poke composition consists of champions with, poke abilities. Like for top lane, it's Jace, jungle Gragas, mid lane Zoe, bot lane is, and let's say the support is Karma. Basically, what the composition does is they
you poke it
poke
with a
the
stick.
they just poke it with skill shots and everything, their skills and whatnot. Then when enemies get low enough, they go for the all-in clash, for the all-in team fight. Yeah, well, yeah. And there's a lot of compositions right now. Like there's a pick comp, a dive comp, split push, the wombo combos.
Yeah, I agree. Back then, the compositions they solely focus on having combos based on your skills, the hero skills. Like back then, it was I think we had this combo which who was this again? The one with the black hole in Dota. I think it's Enigma. Yeah,
Yeah.
Enigma. And then there was SF, uh, and then
Some,
Roof Trailer.
sometimes it's Magnus, right?
And Magnus.
Enigma Magnus.
Mm.
That is the basic composition.
And then you
And
have the OG and then Echo Slam. That was
because
the
back
compositions back then.
because back then, from before the wombo combo compositions, the basic composition is just you need to have a tank, you need to have like a mage mid laner, you need to have like an AD carry, like let's say for Trasex, Cardell, stuff like that. And the two other champ heroes can be anything, right? That's the basic. Then it evolved to wombo combos. Like let's say for League of Legends, the basic that I can think of right now is the J4 combo with Oriana. Basically, what happens is you give J4 the Oriana ball, then J4 ults and gets as much enemy champions in the ult trap, and then Oriana ults. So that's the basic combo. And then it evolved right now. The combos now it's like global combos with like 200 years of range. There's the Gangplank ultimate, the Shen ultimate. That's a thing now, by the way. Shen jungle. They use it in the professional
Ah,
scene.
the
Mm.
reversion. It's the reversion.
Well, it is still meta because back then when set was fairly new. They in the professional scene they brought set to the jungle. It's a jungle role, but now it's they're doing Shen because Shen provides more utility and you know the ult of Shen. It's global.
It's
You
global.
can yeah.
Don't forget, I
It,
made Shen.
you made Shen what?
I made Shen.
Ah, yeah, you made
Oh,
Shen.
I
I,
thought you
I thought
made.
you made you made Shen.
I was waiting for the next part. Okay, you made Shen what?
Yeah, yeah, you made Shen.
Yeah, I made
But
Shen.
you're more known for the Renekton main.
Yeah, the
Renekton
top
main,
lane
Renekton
Renek.
I'm
trolls.
not that guy. I'm not that guy.
For Tin, what does Tin
You have
use?
Thresh.
I think
No, no,
no.
no,
I
no.
think
I'm not
his
even
name
no
is
no I'm not
Lucian.
even joking.
Lucian.
Yeah, Lucian.
Is it Lucian main?
No, not main. Because
I mean
back
Lucian.
then you can't even do the short dash. It's just one time that when we played, I noticed it that he does the full length of the dash. It's okay, but you can what do you call this? It's like the animation canceling of Riven.
Yeah,
Like you can maximize your DPS if you do the short dash, because you know short dash. Then you the two auto attacks of the passive, so you can execute your combos more quickly. He's still a good Lucian player though. Yeah. Well, anyway, I would like to go to the ML scene, the Mobile Legends scene,
huh.
because
No,
I didn't really play it. What are the evolutions in ML?
Mobile Legends. Tangina.
How
Joke.
many how many seasons has ML
I
had?
15?
don't know.
15 I think if I'm not
15
wrong.
seasons?
That's I
so
started
Three.
every
playing at
I
season
think
3
three
I think.
months. Every 3 months it's a
Yeah,
season.
every 100 days.
Yeah,
Oh,
3 months.
yeah, every 100 days.
And
So
when did you
it's
start
so
playing
fast.
Wise? ML?
ML.
What season?
I started season 4,
Up until
season 13 or 12.
okay,
I think I stopped
that
at 12.
yeah, that's still good enough. There's still an evolution to that. What are the differences from season 4 up until season 12 or 13? Yeah.
It gets more pricey.
Yeah, I
This
was going to say, that the skins are like get what do you call this? What's the word I'm looking for? It's like
expensive.
mahal. Yeah, the skins get more expensive.
It's like if you're gonna compare skins in Steam Dota, the skins in Mobile Legends are the same fucking price. Like would you rather pay something in Mobile Legends than in Dota? But still,
Mhm.
if you don't have access to Dota or if you don't really like Dota and Mobile Legends is for you, then who am I to say, diba? But still, it's fucking expensive, man. Fuck,
Yeah,
I
I think there
remember
was this.
flashbacks.
There's a skin, if I'm not wrong. There's a skin that costs 25,000 pesos, and you can only get it for um like a limited time. If I'm not like 3 days. The legend skin of Gushon. It's an assassin.
uh, that I didn't see that anymore. Back then, there were legendary skins that when we computed, you have to spend at least, what, 18 grand? 10 to 18 grand, I'm not sure. But correct me if I'm wrong for the listeners. I forgot what it is, but if you have 10 grand or 12 grand, you can purchase the spinning thing. I think it's for 120 each spin.
Yeah.
Then once you get 200 of those or a set number of those, you'll be able to exchange the fragment you get to buy the legendary skin, which still doesn't make you good. But if you're stupid, you're still stupid, diba?
Well, I think
Ayun
I
nga.
want to circle back to your topic of pay to win versus play to win. I just want to
Free
open a
to play.
topic like if you can like own all the skins in the game. Like you could like have all the skins, all the from basic to legendary skins. You could have them all. But if your playstyle is shit, well, my friend, I'm sorry to say you are still a shit player.
Yeah. I mean, I
Eh,
know someone who has all the skins in Mobile Legends up to this day. Like every fucking time there's a new skin, he purchases it first time, first hour it releases, he has it. Like goddamn, bro. His nickname in our GC is Ultimate Skinner.
What the fuck?
He has everything, man. He has fucking everything. Parang wow, the dedication, man. And I stopped playing. He's still playing it until this day, man. It's like he doesn't play it competitively. He just likes to play with friends and all that. So he still enjoys the game. So
You know, like
that
there's
I
this.
can say something about that.
That's a
napakabait.
good point, Miggy. That's a good point. To all the listeners who wants to buy skin, let me just give you one tip. You think before you buy. You think if you have the skills to play the game long term, then go buy the skin. But if you don't
Yep.
have the skills and you don't have a career in the game, don't go fucking buy skins. It's just a waste. Don't
Yeah,
waste your money.
that's why I never bought skins in Mobile Legends or in LoL, because I knew I had no fucking future in that.
That's
Like I
why I
can own
didn't.
all the skins. I'm still shit, but I buy skins in COD because bitch, I'm good at COD.
Yeah, for me, it's okay to have skins, even if you're a trash player.
It
Kung
makes you
let's
feel
just
good.
say na mayaman ka naman eh. Like you're rich, okay, fine, you're rich. Ganun. But just be honest to yourself. Let's say if you can't sidestep for shit, let's be honest. Yeah, you're a trash player. Mayaman ka lang, but you're a trash player.
Yep.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
okay as long as you have money, it's okay. You can go buy a skin, or if you enjoyed the game, it's okay. But if you're broke, I
Mm.
mean, you're not poor, but you're broke. I mean, you have bills to pay and all that shit. You barely make ends meet. Kinda use that to buy food, pay necessities, or buy
Yep.
groceries. All that shit instead of buying those skins, man.
But anyway, did you spend money on Mobile Legends or
Okay, bro, don't get me started, bro. Don't get me fucking started. Kevin knows this, how much or not really how much, but the extensive shit that I've spent on that game, man. It's like
Mm.
I spent a lot for skins. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not. Pero pogi lagi, di ba? Tangina.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's what some players also say that di bali ng bano ako at least pogi naman ako nung namatay. That doesn't help your team. You got the good skin, so alright, I'll give you that one.
I mean, if I make mistakes in game, I say sorry. Sorry, bro, my bad. Shit game, shit performance, sorry, boys. I say that even if I don't know the people, I say sorry. Tangina, but for the others, tangina, they're feeding, then they're the ones who get mad at you. Tangina, why didn't you help me, bro? You're there's no helping someone stupid as you, bro.
Yeah.
There's no
And
future for you.
that's rampant in league as well, especially for the junglers, right? Let's say the top laner is getting trashed. The top laner will automatically blame the jungler. He would say na wala kasing dalaw, stuff like that.
Yeah.
First of all, it's if you're one of the players who says that, you're incredibly stupid. Because it's not the jungler's fault that you're getting trashed in your lane. Because you also have a responsibility, right? You have to maintain your lane. And if you know that your champion or your performance is not as good as your lane opponent, you do something about it. Like you tower hug, don't be much aggressive, play passively, farm as
Yeah, I
much
mean,
as you can.
there's no shame in tower hugging.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
part.
style. It's
It's a
part of the game.
strategy, bro. Because it's not every time that you can win the lane. There are always people that's better. So you can't really blame it on the jungler because it's your lane. You have to control it on your own.
Yes. Yes, but let's face it. Let's be honest. There's always the time that junglers are at fault. Also.
Yeah, especially when the junglers favor the bot lane
It actually
on the
depends on the player.
junglers rotation.
No, 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 no. Because let's be honest, in low elo games, there's not really much, rotation. It's random, right?
Yeah,
If trip ng jungler pumunta ng bot, sige dito ako pupunta, ganun, ganun. Wala lang talagang rotation. Unless yung may magaling na jungler. Sometimes, they do that kung bakit they favor the bot lane and they see
yeah.
na the top lane is getting trashed up there
Mm.
but they don't mind that. They go to the bot lane. Sometimes I tell this to either Eugene or Justin. Kung sino man yung jungler ng game na yun. I tell them na if the top lane is already feeding, I tell them na don't go to the top lane anymore. Go to the bot lane. Because
Why?
there's always a possibility na ma-double kill kayo nung top laner ng kalaban. Because the top laner of the opponent is already strong because of
The
your
CS and the kills.
yeah, because of the CS kills because nag-feed yung top laner nyo. So ang gagawin is you play on the stronger side of the map. Doon yung ano nyo, doon yung ibabawi. Which is sa bot lane. Like sabihin natin natatalo yung top lane nyo, pero yung bot lane nyo nananalo. Eh di i-take advantage mo yung fact na yung bot lane nyo is nananalo. You get it up ahead talaga. Ganun. Minsan yung ginagawa pa is ika-camp ng jungle yung bot lane to the point na pag na-push na yung first turret, they swap lanes. Like the bot lane transfer to the top lane.
Alright.
Then, yun, yung bot lane na yung tatapat sa top laner. And you rotate your top laner to the bot lane to
That
farm
people is called
whatever.
rotation.
Yeah,
And low elo
that's what
players,
it's called.
you take note of that. That's how you rotate.
Yeah, take note. You
All
heard it
right.
here
Take
first. I'm
note.
a pro player.
Take note rin natin to. Let's take note of this. We have an avid listener named Joseph E. Joseph Espital. This is one of my homies. He actually sent me a message regarding LOL, regarding the first episode that we did regarding MOBA. So, what he said, it's in Tagalog, so just bear with me.
Mhm.
Napakadaming toxic na butthurt na Pinoy. Imbes na tulungan yung kakampi, trash talkin pa. Lalo na if you have skin, yung champion mo may skin, sasabihin, you're stupid, bobo mo, skinner ka lang pala. Like, what the hell, man? Ano man kung may skin yung champion ko, binili ko to, wala ka pang bili. Hulog ka pa piso sa nilalaroan mo, baka mag-outlaro mo. Tangina.
that, that line, that final line. Ulog ka pa piso. Ay, ay.
It's like, goddamn, when he sent that to me, I felt that. I don't play LOL. I stopped back then. I only played it like when you were playing. Diba? You let me
Mhm.
play on your PC back then because
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't want to play LOL that much. But yeah, it's fun. But I still felt him.
yeah. Yeah, it's true, di ba? Instead of helping your teammate who's struggling, you flame them. So, syempre, mawawalan ng gana maglaro. Hindi lalong magkakalat. So, yeah.
For those kinds of players, it's just sad that you still have the balls to get mad, yet you can't see who's at fault. You know, Like, tangina, ikaw na nga yung walang silbi dun sa team. You're still the one who's gonna get mad. Like, putang ina naman. Ayos tayo, bro. Huwag squatter. Pero ano, even if people think lowly of Mobile Legends, which I kind of do right now, the thing is, it still had growth, or it still had a lot of growth, man. Like, from simple bets, or like championship rounds or tournaments with a prize pool of only 10 grand. Do you guys know how much it is right now? It's a huge ass prize pool now for Mobile Legends competition, and people from other countries go to the Philippines, or sometimes us go to another country for tournaments. So it still had growth. Thing is, there are strats in LOL and Dota that you still can't do
Yeah.
just like that in ML, since it's a
Mhm.
mobile game. Even if it's still MOBA, it still has different controls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has different mechanics.
yeah. Plus, like,
Yeah,
let's
and
say the hotkeys and all that shit. Man, that makes a difference. Eh.
an example of what Wise was talking about. Let's say the fog of war strat. Because in Dota, in LoL, there's a fog, right? There's shadows, stuff like that.
Yep.
In Mobile Legends, there's none.
Yeah.
Like you just don't see the enemy champions when they're far away. That's it. There's no fog,
Yeah,
so you can't really tell where the visual what do you call this visual limit is. Unlike in League of Legends or in Dota. Now, when we stand in this particular point, we know that we are not seen because there's a fog in this particular point. That's how long they've been playing and analyzing the game. So that's why they know those stuff. So they can make plays around that. Unlike in ML, you don't really know. Unless they have a way on finding out. Well, anyway, I think that's all the time that we have for today. Anything else we
Correct.
can make a part two of it? Just, final remarks. For someone who has played MOBA games since I was a kid, from simply farming for items, team fighting, and ending the game, to having roles, priority picks, metas, compositions, stuff like that. It is still a fun game to play, but it's more competitive. So, casual players will really have a hard time having fun.
it really did evolve to the point that the mentality of players, whenever you play a game, you're not playing for fun anymore. You're just gonna play to win.
Hmm.
You understand? It's like, fuck having fun. As long as I win, that's the time I'll be having fun.
And that brings
Well,
me to my
for
last words.
Yeah.
So,
all
Miggy,
right.
go do your thing.
All right. This has been Pocket Kings. Thank you for listening to our podcast, and always remember, just because you have nice skins doesn't mean you have nice skills. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, okay. So, thank you for listening. Bye bye.